What's going on, everyone? So, the NBA draft lottery just happened, and of course, the Dallas Mavericks, for the first time in their franchise history, just got the number one pick and landed Cooper Flagg. You cannot tell me this isn't rigged, okay? They trade Luka Doncic. This is the Cavaliers trading LeBron James all over again, right? Or losing LeBron James all over again. That's exactly what this is, right? They trade their franchise cornerstone in Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers. The NBA goes, thank you for saving the league. Here is Cooper Flagg wrapped up in a bow for you. Congratulations. There you go. Thank you for your service. Right? It is so wild. But in all seriousness, look, congratulations to the Dallas Mavericks, right? They got a new franchise cornerstone, right? So now the timeline is no longer just right now. Their window just got extended. Obviously, they can win right now, with the talent that they have. But, you also have Cooper Flagg as the foundation going forward. But reason I want to talk about this on a Laker channel, right? This might be huge for the Lakers, like huge for the Lakers, right? Because Cooper Flagg is probably going to play the 4 spot, and which would give you another big that they're going to have an abundance of. And chances are, like, how is that going to work? How are they going to configure that? Right? Like, how are they going to work that out where it's like, okay, well, now what? Right? Because, think about this for a moment. They have Daniel Gafford, Derek Lively as their centers. Well, now they have Anthony Davis and Cooper Flagg as their power forwards. And not to mention PJ Washington, right? Are they not going to start Cooper Flagg? Right? Is that what's going to happen? So, okay. So what? You move Anthony Davis to the 5 and you bring Cooper Flagg to the 4? Or are you going to try to play Cooper Flagg at the 3? So then you go Flagg, Gafford, and, look, in all honesty, if you think of the Dallas Mavericks, it might be in their best interest now to just hit the reset button. You'd have Max Christie, you'd have Derek Lively, and you'd have Cooper Flagg as your core foundation pieces. And that's not counting, Green and everyone else, right? Or not Green, they traded Green, Jaden Hardy, there we go. It's not counting Jaden Hardy or anything like that, right? Like, so, is it more likely now that the Lakers could get Daniel Gafford? Is it more likely now that, maybe you could get, a Naji Marshall or some of these other vet guys, right? Is it possible? Could you maybe get like an Anthony Davis, right? Could the Lakers trade for Anthony Davis back? That might be a little bit of a stretch. That might be a little unlikely, but seriously, they just landed Cooper Flagg, right? It's like, now what? Like, what direction are you going to go now if you're Dallas? Are you're gonna still maintain and run Cooper Flagg at the 3 with Davis at the 4? Okay, maybe. And then Derek Lively. But again, there's an argument to be made. Just hit the reset button. Just start. Wipe your hands, right? You traded Luka. You got blessed with the number 1 pick. That wasn't in the cards. You didn't know that was going to happen. You didn't know that was the route you're going to go. Trade Anthony Davis. Like, what could you get for Anthony Davis now? Right? Trade Derek Lively. Unload everybody. Hit the reset button if you're Dallas, which could, again, benefit the Lakers. Obviously, the Anthony Davis thing is probably a bit of a pipe dream, right? That's just, a little joke. I might actually make a video about it, talk about it, because I do think that's a very interesting turn of events. We got a lot of Dallas stuff to talk about now, and believe me, we're definitely going to talk about it. So stay tuned for that. But in all seriousness, right? Like, Dallas, even if they don't want to hit the reset button, even if they're like, hey, Cooper Flagg, it's a good problem to have, we'll figure it out, right? Well, again, like, even if he plays the 3, you're still going to have, you're going to have him, PJ Washington, Klay Thompson, right? You're going to have several guys that are already playing the 3 spot. Well, they have multiple. Can we get, a Jaden Hardy, right? Can we get a Max Christie, right? If they don't want to hit the reset button. Let's say they don't want to rebuild and they're like, we got Cooper Flagg, let's go make a push, right? Can you get Jaden Hardy? Can you get Naji Marshall? Can you get Daniel Gafford? Can you get some of these guys where it's like, hey, you might have not wanted to do this before, but like now it's like, hey, Cooper Flagg's probably going to play some 4. You're probably going to run AD and Cooper Flagg at the 4 and 5 at times, right? So now what? Now you have an abundance of bigs, right? So trade Daniel Gafford. I think bare minimum, and I could be wrong, right? Obviously, this is just my guess based on the circumstances, and we'll see kind of the news and buzz that kind of comes out and what kind of goes around. But in all seriousness, right? Like, I think this just skyrocketed the likelihood of the Lakers landing Daniel Gafford, right? Because one, Daniel Gafford is going to be approaching a new contract, right? So they're going to have to figure that out soon. Two, you just got another guy that's probably going to be best in the league as a 4, right? So now you got another wing, right? Or another forward, right? Another big, however you want to phrase it. And then, you have Anthony Davis already, right? Kyrie's coming back at some point. Again, I made a video earlier talking about like, hey, is Dallas the destination for the Lakers? Is Dallas the place where the Lakers might be able to kind of build out what they need to build out, right? Is that a possibility? And now that Dallas just won the pick, which I think is hilarious and ironic, right? Laker Domus strikes again, right? No, but in all seriousness, right? Like, I do think that this is something that changes the path for the Dallas Mavericks. Now, it doesn't have to necessarily, again, change the path in the sense of like, oh, we're just going to tear it down and hit a full rebuild. I mean, they can, and it would be argued and justified. Again, you'd have Cooper Flagg, Max Christie, Jaden Hardy, right? Derek Lively, right? You'd have your front court for now and the future, right? And then on top of that, like, this is great for them regardless, because Anthony Davis, how many years does he have left, right? So, again, does this put Dallas in a position where they go, okay, we have a foundation for now and the future, so let's try to win now, right? And we have an abundance of bigs, so let's unload guys, right? Even if we don't get anybody else, let's say we can't get anything else, even if we can just get Daniel Gafford, I think that would be huge for the Lakers, because that at bare minimum gets you the big that you need, and he's cheap enough to where you can acquire him without selling the farm. Right. So it kind of be like, hey, what do you want? Now Kleba, because in that previous video, I talked about like maybe you give him Maxi Kleba back for a floor spacing big because you're losing a big. But now it's like you're getting Cooper Flagg. Anthony Davis can slot in and play the 5. They were already running Anthony Davis at the 5 at times, which Anthony Davis doesn't mind playing the 5. He just doesn't want to do it full time. That was his whole argument. Like, I don't mind playing the 5. I just don't want to play the 5 40 minutes a night. Right? So they would still have Derek Lively, right? You could go get just a serviceable backup big to ride the bench, right? You go get a vet minimum guy, go get a Jericho Sims or something like that, bring him on, and then you have that guy to back up if, Derek Lively needs a night off, or, Anthony Davis needs a night off, or whatever, right? So, like, them trading Daniel Gafford, I don't think would hurt them either way. But this is huge because what direction does Dallas go now? Do they go and embrace the rebuild and just go full-fledged rebuild, right? We're just going to hit the reset button, in which the Lakers, again, can get, there's several. I would love Najee Marshall. I'd love, Daniel Gafford. Klay Thompson, I wouldn't mind, but, he's not like the defender he once was and stuff like that, right? But you go down the list, they have several guys that make a ton of sense for the Lakers, right? Can you get a couple wings? Can you, if they want to keep Max Christie, can you get a Jaden Hardy? If they want to keep Jaden Hardy, can you get a Max Christie back, right? And now I think the likelihood of a trade to unload guys just got that much more likely. I think the Lakers-Dallas situation was already kind of a question mark. It was kind of like, Daniel Gafford is potential just because he going into a contract year, they might have to pay him. They got to figure some stuff out. He wants, starting center money, but they're only playing him like 21 minutes a night, and they have Derek Lively, and then they have Anthony Davis now. So it's like, do you really want to pay him $20 million a year, 18 to $20 million a year, which is kind of the going rate for a starting center? Do you really want to pay him all that money when you have like 3 other guys that can play the position? And then, oh yeah, by the way, you just added Cooper Flagg, which you could even go small ball 5 if you wanted to, and have Cooper Flagg play the 5, right? Like, because he's 6'10", 6'11", something like that. So again, it's just, if you're Dallas, this just changed everything for you, right? Because now it's like, okay, yeah, you had a short window, 2-3 year window. Well, now you don't have that 2 or 3 year window. Now your window just got extended tenfold. I mean, more so than even with Luka. Now, obviously, we have to see if Cooper Flagg will actually become something and actually be, a top-tier player. But, if he's anything close to what he's projected to be in the NBA, they just got their franchise cornerstone with several other young guys that they can build around. And on top of that, they now have several vets that not only the Lakers, but other teams can use. this is a Laker channel, so I want to talk about the Lakers and keep it Lakers, right? But to me, it's it's good. Like Dallas obviously is going to, they have some time between now and the offseason. But there's some, there's definitely some maneuvering that they're going to have to figure out. There's definitely some stuff that they're going to have to kind of, okay, like what do we want to do? And one of their bigs is probably going to be a casualty. One of their big man is probably going to be somebody that's going to have to go. Question is, who is it? Which big is it? Right? Is it Daniel Gafford? Is it Derek Lively? Is it Bold? Is it, is it Anthony Davis? Do they look to maybe move Anthony Davis and go, hey, let's just embrace the youth? Right? Like, it's going to be incredibly interesting to see how this all plays out because, man, like what a surprise. Spurs almost got him. Spurs got the number 2 pick. So they got Ace Bay. Their likelihood of getting Giannis just skyrocketed. Spurs are going to be a problem, right? With Victor Wembanyama and Giannis potentially. And if they don't go and trade for Giannis, they're still going to have Ace Bailey. Man, this is going to be wild. This is going to be wild. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you agree? Disagree? Do you think that this is good for the Lakers? Do you not? Love to hear it either way down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.